Smart Culture, Mathematics.
Let's take a look at the equation y is equal to a times b to the power of x plus q. So as you can see, we use different variables in this case. So the parameters a and q have a similar effect on the basic graph, y is equal to b to the power of x, as they have on the basic graphs of the parabola and the hyperbola. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at the effects one at a time. So in the first scenario, we'll make q equal to 0, and then we'll take a look at the equation y is equal to a times b to the power of x, where b is greater than 1. So what about y is equal to 3 times 2 to the power of x? So the asymptote here will be y is equal to 0, so this will be the x-axis. What about the y-intercept? So what we'll do is we'll substitute x is equal to 0, so then we have 3 times 2 to the power of 0. Now any number to the power of 0 is equal to 1, so that means we have 3 times 1, and that is equal to 3. So this graph will intersect the y-axis at 3. So this is what the graph will look like. How about y is equal to negative 3 times 2 to the power of x? This is what the graph will look like. So as you can see, these graphs are reflections of each other in the x-axis. Let's take another look at the original equation. Y is equal to bx plus q. Now q represents the vertical shifting. So if we, for example, have an equation y is equal to 2 to the power of x plus 2, you'll see that the exponential graph shifts 2 units upwards. What about 2 to the power of x minus 2? In this case, it shifts 2 units down. So it's very important that you have an understanding of the effects of a and q. Plot the function y is equal to 3 to the power of x for x is greater than or equal to negative 3 and less than or equal to 2. So what we'll do is we'll use a table of values. So the x values will start with negative 3. So what we do is we substitute the x value of negative 3 into the equation to determine the value for y. So if x is equal to negative 3, then y will be equal to 0.04. So you can plot this on the graph. If x is equal to negative 2, then y will be equal to 0.11. If x is equal to negative 1, then y will be equal to 0.33. If x is equal to 0, then y will be equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 3. And if x is equal to 2, then y will be equal to 9. So you can plot all these points now that you have the x and the y values, and then you can connect them to get the graph. So this is what your graph will look like. So if you think back about the original equation, y is equal to a times b to the power of x, then you can see in this case a is equal to 1. Since we have nothing in front of the 3, it's a 1, so we don't write it. And you can see that 1 is the y-intercept in this case.
For online tutoring or additional resources, visit our website, www.smartculture-education.com.
Subscribe down below. It's easy.